Hello, I'm Colin Liddell, Chair of Pitlochry Festival Theatre, and I've been given a couple of minutes instead of the usual 90 I would take to give an introduction to the history of this wonderful theatre. After the Second World War, John Stewart closed his theatre in Glasgow, saying enigmatically, "Glasgow's loss will be Scotland's gain." He'd spotted a site at Pitlochry before the war, and it was to Pitlochry he returned after the war to buy a property in Lower Oakfield. But building restrictions after the war meant that there was a scarcity of construction materials. Undaunted, John Stewart erected a tent instead, and the theatre was opened on 19th May 1951. It was an instant hit, the Theatre in the Hills. Sadly, an autumn gale the following year in 1952 split the canvas from top to bottom, and John Stewart could not afford to repair or replace it. However, his altruism ensured that the future of the theatre was more important than his own, and he immediately gave all that he had to a new charity to run the theatre. That charity still runs the theatre today. In the 68 years since, there have been only 7 chairs. In the 69 years since the theatre was opened in 1951, there have been an incredible 433 plays and 19 musicals on its stage, as well, of course, as many other events. The theatre moved from the centre of Pitlochry to the south bank of the River Tummel exactly 30 years after the theatre first started, opening the new theatre, as we still call it, on 19th May 1981. Moving on, at the first musical in 2009, Whiskey Galore, someone came to see it from every postcode district in the UK except for 3, and we know which ones they are. Now the theatre employs over 200 people at the peak of the summer season. It has an annual turnover of about £4.5 million, and it returns about £18 million a year to the Scottish economy. Next year, the theatre will entertain us at its 70th anniversary season, and we look forward to welcoming you then, if not before. In the meantime, the theatre is working towards a major redevelopment to enhance the visitor's experience throughout, from auditorium, restaurants, bars, retail, and toilets. It intends to add a smaller second auditorium, and it aspires to become a centre of digital excellence. We hope you may continue to follow the theatre from its history so as to form part of its future. Thank you.